Hey guys, and welcome to the next game. It's ESPN X Games Skateboarding. I finally decided to break into that untapped skateboarding genre. And I've brought out the best I could offer for you guys. I've brought out Konami's ESPN X Games Skateboarding for you guys. We're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna skip past that. We're gonna skip past that intro with that sweet Linkin Park in it.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it played the whole 3.5 minutes. So,
should,
never have I felt like an intro took longer than that one did.
You're kind of skipping over our other commentator.
Oh, right. And with me and Blank Tester is, of course, the one, the only Alan6541.
ALL.
Yep. That's.
Yeah. So we got some characters here. Bob.
Yeah,
Chris.
we got Bob Burnquist, who he's the one guy who was also in that other game series that I guess was just like, sure guys, I'll be in your game. And then we've got these other characters that no one knows about or knew about at the time
or cares about.
Yeah, but at the end we've got Rick McCrank,
the Rick McCrank.
Rick McCrank.
Rick motherfucking Crank.
Yeah, Rick McCrank, this is his legacy. This is his skateboarding legacy. We're going to go to the X Games with him. You saw that I picked X Games mode. That's right, I'm loading up a game, ESPN X Games Skateboarding, and we're going to go win the X Games.
Yeah, no effort needed.
Also, check out his board says Rick McCrank on the bottom of it.
Does it really? Oh shit.
Yeah, so
oh shit. If you didn't know, he was Rick McCrank.
Yeah.
Rick motherfucker Jones McCrank.
Hey, so Alan, what's this guy's name?
Apparently Rick McCrank.
You're right.
That
right.
motherfucker
All right.
is
Yeah,
the best.
All right. So we've got.
He puts his name on everything, so he must be good.
Yeah. He's got a tattoo of his own name on him.
Yeah, like Steve-O has his face, but Steve-O doesn't have a name like Rick McCrank.
Yeah, no. Steve-O, come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
I mean, he did that as a joke. Rick McCrank is completely serious.
Yeah. I wonder if he was actually born named Rick McCrank.
Rick McCrank, he was born and his parents were like, well, we can't give him a better name, so we'll just stick with the one he came with. He came out of the womb with the name Rick McCrank.
You know what I mean.
He came out of the womb with the tattoo that says, one man, Rick McCrank.
All right.
And that's it.
No, it wasn't a tattoo, it was a birthmark.
Yeah, it's a weird birthmark in English.
Okay, so Blank Tester and I, we did a, first ever time playing at LiveCom like we did for Mountain Bike Adrenaline, except it wasn't funny and I sucked too much, and it was I honestly felt bad after doing it, and I'm like, people can't see this.
Yeah, it was a sack of dicks.
It wasn't fun at all, because...
Oh yeah, that was an awesome move, Rick McCrank.
Because, so I loaded up the X Games in that video.
What?
And I started off, trying. This isn't that video, by the way. This is
certainly not.
But I started off trying to do things, and it came off kind of looking like this. Maybe getting single moves down, and then kind of learning what I was doing, but not getting good.
Terribly well.
Not getting good scores at all, and then I'm just like, what the hell am I doing? And
Special Air from Special Ed.
Yeah.
You learned that trick in Special Ed.
Check this.
Oh.
Physics.
Rick
what are those?
McCrank?
Rick motherfucking McCrank.
Yo, physics. Step back.
But that
step off, bitch.
That was 36.5.
Rick McCrank or Spider-Man?
Yeah. Who knows? He could be both.
So it's the X Games.
You never see them together except for when you see them together.
It's the X Games. You got 3 runs. You got 3 runs to do your best run, and they take your best run, and that's the score you get. And so hopefully, you get a pretty good run, and
you don't.
That.
And you don't.
Well, I do get a good. In the end, I do, because
Plot twist. Rick McCrank is awesome.
After we did that first video, I swear, I played this game for 10 more minutes and then had it down. Not had it down, but I mean,
significantly easier than
square button is flip tricks, circle button is air tricks, and then L1 and L2 are grab tricks, which I don't know what the difference between air tricks and grab tricks are. But I gotta say,
one of them you grab the board, the other one you just let it go flying.
I gotta say, great idea on the game's part to have for example, R1 be a trick while having R2 be spinning. You know, that doesn't throw people for a loop at all.
Right.
You know, when their single pointer finger reaches up to do a spin and then tries to do a grab at the same time.
Remember?
Yeah. So they should have probably just stuck with square and circle buttons there. And also, you know, I'll say a few things about the tricking system. You know, you've got your tricks. You can hit up, down, left, right on the D-pad. You can't hit diagonals, though, which is weird. Because this game came out in 2001 after, alright, Tony Hawk 3, you know, so you'd think...
Don't mention that game.
You'd think they'd try to, imitate Tony Hawk 3 as best they could. You know, you'd think they'd try to do as many things right as they could. But
and instead they tried to do as many things wrong as they possibly could.
Tony Hawk came up with diagonal tricks, back in, Tony Hawk 1? I don't know, but I guess, and you and I saw in the manual, along with those 4 tricks, then they had extra tricks for, do a half circle spin with the control stick, and then
that shit
hit
is
square,
annoying.
or, full circle spin.
You see that in fighting games, too, where they have, I don't know. Maybe it makes more sense to somebody who actually plays fighting games, but it's when I see that shit, I get so confused. It's for the uninitiated, it's so confusing and so unintuitive because you're just I have to do 4 circle spins and whatnot before something. I don't even know what's going on.
Well, we won the X Games Vert. We won the X Games Vert. We brought home a gold medal.
So that's the end of the LP?
No. There's still X Games. There's still the other event, X Games Park. No, you'll see. Soon as I save. Okay. So
was the only option no?
I could have hit yes. I just didn't. So no, there's one other X Games event that I gotta go do. I gotta get gold medals on that. See, X Games Park, I gotta go do that. You know.
Oh shit.
But to get back to the tricking.
Explain.
Yes. So to get back to the tricking, but at least it's kind of consistent, half stick rotation and then a button, and then full stick rotation and a button, and then 2 full stick rotations and then a button. But that works for all square, circle, and R1/L1. Unlike, say, for example, Splashdown, where once you get
memorize individual random tricks.
Up, I remember from that game, up, left, right, down, and then I think L2, L1, or R1. And then you'd get into half stick turn starting from the left, going down to the right, and then R1. But if you tried to do that and then L1, that wouldn't work, because then you'd need to do half stick turn starting from the bottom and going up, to the top, and then L1. And then you'd have tricks like full stick rotation, then down, then back up, and then L1 and
Basically,
R2. What the fuck? Yeah, that is fighting game stuff. But I mean, I guess it's not super bad.
Thoughts, Alan?
I'm killing these events. I know I am. I'm just killing them.
Yeah, I don't have much to say on controls. These games are not my strong point. Neither are fighting games. This is pretty much button and mash for me. So
this is pretty much button mash for you.
This is what it looks like when he button mashes.
Yeah, I'm button mashing right now. Yeah, see, I'm hitting all those buttons.
Recording, you're button mashing. On your keyboard.
Yeah. There are all sorts of random edits right now. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Quick, before I win the X Games, I gotta get through a couple more stuff. This game, you'd think if they were trying to imitate Tony Hawk, they'd try to have a tighter turning system. And, I mean, sure, my character does have slightly low turning stats, but I can say, even with high turning stats, your circle of turning, your radius of turning is... what game was it where I said, your character can't even stop... can't turn on a dime, can't turn on a dollar bill, can't turn in a football stadium. You remember
I can't
that?
remember what game it was.
Oh, that was Sledstorm. Sledstorm.
Sledstorm.
I dare say your character might turn worse in this than in Sledstorm.
So you wouldn't be able to turn in Russia?
No, you wouldn't be able to turn in Russia.
Look at this.
Sometimes. I mean...
Look at this. That grind... Oh, man.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 0 to 1... In terms of 0.3 to 1, in terms of polish, how much polish does this game wish it had?
Well, now hold on.
Wish it had.
Wish it had
Yes,
probably 10.
From 0.3 to 1.
Probably a 1, probably the max polish. I wish it had, but you know, I'll get there. All right, we've only got one more 1-minute event coming up, so you know, I'll rush through this fast. I'll rush through this fast. Oh, look at that 93! I knocked it out of the park, despite looking like a complete fool during the time.
Right,
but okay, things that this game did worse than Tony Hawk. Tricking system is a little unintuitive. Like, for example, when you manual, you can't jump out of a manual. Like, it has to be the end of your combo, which, again, like, Tony Hawk got that right. Like, last iteration, I mean, compared to when this game came out. And so, you know, you can't, like, manual between combos and do cool combos. Tricking system is a little wonky. Turning is a little wonky. Everything's basically a little wonky. Things this game did better than Tony Hawk.
End of list.
Nothing.
We'll figure
nothing.
out.
No,
if
I
there's
guess
anything
things
bad
this game
about
did
this.
better than Tony Hawk. Your special meter fills up, and even if you crash, it doesn't go away. So
That's kind of
neat.
easy.
And I guess like when you spin, like you can only spin in 180 degrees, 360 degrees, 540. Like the game will complete, you know, your spins for you, which I guess is better than what I do in Tony Hawk when I was like 7 years old trying to play, which is spin in like a 270 and then fall on my face every time. But,
Well, let me ask you this. Actually, I forgot my question. Never mind.
But so we have played ESPN X Games skateboarding, and we have won the X Games. We have taken home the gold medals in both vert and park events.
By the way, you should use this LP as a guide. Do all of those tricks exactly where he does them.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
guys.
you're gonna fuck it all up.
Guys, if for whatever reason you decide you need to play ESPN X Games skateboarding and you need to get the gold medals, you saw me do that. I can guarantee you this is the best ESPN X Games skateboarding video game footage on the internet, on YouTube, you'll ever see in your entire life.
110%.
Yeah, 110%.
Just like Rick McCrank puts into every trick.
Yeah, Rick McCrank puts his heart and his soul into it. I gotta say, honestly, I don't know what Rick McCrank really looks like, because the low-resolution faces in this game don't tell you anything, and I don't know what he sounds like, because there's no sound clips.
But he's a hero of our time.
But he's the hero of our time, and honestly, you know, if you know, I didn't go into ESPN X Games skateboarding and then win the X Games in one video, you know, but, you know, that's been the game.
Yeah. Alright, see you guys in the next game. No.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Are we doing anything else for this game?
Yes, actually, surprise, this game thought to put in at least something a little bit beyond the two X Games events. It's got 6 levels, I guess, and the first off, next video, we'll be going to the first 2, and the first of that is Los Angeles. Hey guys, you remember Los Angeles from Tony Hawk? Wasn't that the one where you caused an earthquake? You know, guys, you remember grinding those earthquake rails? You know, you remember, jumping on the balls? You remember getting the secret tape? I
guess. I don't
No.
I
never played those.
I'm gonna make a complete ass of myself if that wasn't the LA level, because I don't.
I think you made an ass of yourself regardless.
I made an ass of myself as soon as I started the video. But I can guarantee you, you and I, we went into Los Angeles in the first video. What did I do? I got hit by some cars. I failed to make some turns.
Well, let me make one statement before we go. Before you guys ask, yes, we saw that it says 2 players. Probably no. That's my response to that.
Yeah.
Probably
no. Probably no. All right, so
probably.
So Alan will be doing another video right after this if you want to get in, but do you have any preliminary thoughts?
It's kind of late for preliminary thoughts.
You have any?
Yeah, I mean it's reaching like 3:30.
You have any ending thoughts, closing thoughts, final thoughts, or you can save them until next video if you want.
And they can be preliminary thoughts.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah, you know what? We'll just do that. We'll see you guys later when we go to the first 2 out of 6 levels.
Evolution.
No, ESPN X Games.
I always forget because they're skateboarding and they're stupid.
Yeah. All right. See you guys then.